With that, the two squads are headed out of the tunnel. So let's get you back out to Kay Scott and Brock Ewer.
Thanks so much for the look around the league, Coach. But now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Starting from the 5. He stopped on the return at the 27. The Giants back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Lone back gets the handoff. And he won't win the race to the outside. That run's bottled up at the line. Call it no gain on that run, and they face 2nd and 10.
At the 27-yard line.
They give it to him again. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
To play running back in this league, well, you've got to have tremendous vision. We saw it twice. Once to find the lane upfield, and then to get to space and break off some extra yards.
Running back sent in motion. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. Dumped off to his running back. And he's able to move past the 45 before going out.
That is a textbook first down completion. Sets up 2nd and very manageable and creates space to take that shot downfield.
From the 46. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
That just might be a throw he regretted as soon as you let it go. I know that feeling. He was doing all he could to find a completion down the field, but they were all over that check down and ready to turn it into a negative play.
He has the first over the middle. And he pushes this down to the 42 before going down. 16 yards on the play. And the Giants will have a first down.
I know the Combine tries to test everything it possibly can physically, but I don't know how you test courage at the Combine because there's nobody defending you. Nobody wants to hit you. But that was the epitome of courage to make that in cut and make the catch.
Looking right, and he finds him. Doesn't get much beyond the line, a yard at most. Sidney Brown in on that stop.
1 yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Finds him over the middle. And he'll be brought down at about the 29. Give him 11 yards, Brock, and a fresh set of downs. The drive picks up here, 1st and 10. He'll throw it yet again. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
It's now 2nd and 10.
They put a receiver in motion here left. Gets out of trouble. And he breaks up that throw. For the moment, a good defensive play as we hear what this flag's about.
Receiver downfield. Offense.
So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag.
Still 2nd down.
So things getting a bit tougher following that penalty. We've got 2nd and 15. They'll throw it again. Finds a man right side. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Nice to see that connection, that chemistry working between the two of them.
To the line we go. They're set, 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Complete out to the right. And he's got it inside the 15 before going out. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Right up the gut. And he has it down to the 8-yard line on the play. 4 yards on the play, and that picks up a 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 8-yard line.
Goal to go. It's a pass play. Chased out to his right. And they will score. Touchdown, New York! The Giants grow the lead coming out of halftime. Great play by the QB there, Brock. The play broke down. He didn't have much of a choice other than to escape and improvise. And in the end, turned out to be the best call he could have made.
It is such a necessary tool in today's NFL for that QB to put right in his tool belt, Kate. You know, in my day, you could be a blacksmith, right? You just do the job and stay in the pocket. Not anymore. You got to be an artist, and you got to be an artist that can create when things break down. And that's big time to get a touchdown out of it as well.
Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Return starts at the 9. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And as we can see here, it hasn't been the easiest game for him to operate out there, right? Number of rough moments for him. This defense able to pick him off twice to highlight their performance against him. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Shotgun snap for Hurts. Has him on the quick hitter. And he'll get taken down after advancing this to the 37. Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1.
At the 37-yard line.
From the pistol, Hurts. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley.
This is one of those plays, Kate. I could just hear defensive buzzwords. Pursue. Effort. Run him down. Just a total effort defensively to knock that running back right out of bounds and put a negative yardage mark on the stat sheet.
That's caught for the 1st. And he's out of bounds just past, looks like, the 40-yard line. They'll say he got 5 there, but Brock, all they care about is the 1st down that comes with it. Option play, they give it to Barkley. Good little rip there, looks like about 6. That was Kayvon Thibodeau there to wrap him up. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Hurts now from the gun. This finds Smith. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Here we go, 3rd and less than a yard. They're going to try to pick it up with an option left. And he'll get them enough for a 1st down.
Not a lot of time to make the call on who gets the ball there. You need a guy who can make that split-second decision right on time. QB handled that one well. Ended up calling his own number and getting the 1st down.
This one finds Goddard. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down. This set it down starts with an option right. Has room inside the 25. And he has it almost to the red zone down at the 21-yard line. Give him 15 yards on the pickup there. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. Breaks the tackle, still going. And he's going to run this one well into the red zone to the 14. 2nd and 3 now. They go to Barkley again. And he got what he could there, only to the 14. Call it no gain, maybe 1 at best on that play. That leaves him with 3rd and 2. From the gun, Shipley gets it. And he'll go down. Looks like they're marking him at the 11. Give him 3 on that game. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Has it down close. And he's tackled after gaining a handful. Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Barkley trying this up the gut. And this defense continuing to erase the ground game. This one stopped at the line. 3rd and 4 coming up now. Hurts to throw. And he's going to score. Touchdown, Philadelphia! The Eagles get it back to within 2 possessions. It's a Devontae Smith touchdown. It's plays like this that make him so well regarded across this league, Brock.
Yeah, such just a difference-making receiver, Kate.
Yep.
You expect him to be the target down here. You did, I did, the defenders did. But what makes him a star is even when people know his number's being called, he still finds a way to deliver.
Point after added on by Elliott. And the Eagles make it an 11-point ball game. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Brings in the kick at the 9. In pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Giants offense all set to get started. And they're already up by 2 scores, Brock, but another one here would really put this one out of reach. They'll run here on 1st down. And he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
They'll come away happy getting that type of output on most run plays. It's a sign, well, they're getting some good push up front, and this running back is seeing the lanes and paying them off.
2nd and 6 now. Jump off caught by his back. And he's caught behind the line for a loss. A less than ideal 3rd and 8 here. They'll throw it. Bails out of the pocket quick. And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down.
You know, that's one of those little mental Rolodex plays. Right before the snap, you know if the read isn't there, that option isn't there, you can use your legs to make the adjustment and go get the 1st down.
Plowing up the middle. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
We know how hard explosive plays can be in the NFL, and so often they come via the air. What a great help for the offense to find an explosive play on the ground. Well done.
Here's the lone back on the handoff. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get 1st downs against the better defenses in this league.
2nd and 8. He beams one deep right side. This is brought in at the 15. And he takes it in. Touchdown, New York. The Giants make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Well, Brock, not much to say other than the fact that this offense on point. They're just clicking today.
Just rolling. I mean, this is clinic. This is what I call teaching tape. Being well prepared, and more importantly, going out there and executing at a high level.
Kicking team out to try the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And the Giants push their lead to 18. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff.
Mitch Wishnowski set the kickoff.
This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Eagles about set to go on offense. And the open lanes, the beautiful windows that he no doubt dreamt about before this game, Brock, well, They just haven't been there. It's almost like the defense challenged itself between the pass rush and the secondary. Who could make more big plays here?
Yeah, you're talking about the difference between the practice field and then the reality of this game. Sacks, interceptions. And while we won't be the final judge on which area of this defense has been the biggest winner, we do know who the loser's been, the quarterback, who's had to deal with an excellent defensive showing.
It's a pickup of 14 yards as the chains reset.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
First down throwing for Hurts. Barkley's got it. And just gets back to the line of scrimmage.
You know, I've learned over the years, defensively, they call that the camera club. How many different guys can get rallying to the football? So that last shot you see on camera, you see as many defenders keeping that to a 0-yard gain. That's well done defensively.
It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
13 yards. First down, Eagles.
Hurts throwing again. An alert play defensively there. He got a hand on it to tip it away, and that makes it second down. Now Hurts. Into traffic, complete. And they get there to take him down right around the 41. All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Here's Hurts. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Devontae Smith, the intended target. And that'll bring up 4th and 3. They'll run for it with Barkley. Jukes one defender. And he'll get this down to the 33-yard line. It's an 8-yard gain. What a great call on 4th down. It keeps this drive moving.
Kate, I know you can see that smile on my face as we stand next to each other. Sure, I love that run. But I'm thinking about some great running backs. In fact, Corey Dillon, who created a lot of negative grades on my play sheet because I didn't want to carry out no fake. I wanted to watch the damage he could do like we just saw.
On 1st down, Hurts. He gets it complete to Will Shipley. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
You know, you compare and contrast stats over the decades, Kate. One thing you see is the completion percentages are through the roof. In this day and age, compared to the 60s and the 70s, a big reason is just completions like that. Utilizing every one of your eligible receivers that time, running back in the flat.
3rd and just 2 to go. Trying to get it with the option here. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. Here he goes. Got to have this on 4th down. Cut at the 10-yard line. Offense in the hurry up here. 1st down from the red zone. Headed out right. And he scores. It's a Philadelphia touchdown. The Eagles get it back to within 2 possessions. Jalen Hurts with a touchdown. Just a great effort there from him, Brock, to take it upon himself, embrace the initiative, and turn that drive into 6.
You know, Kate, there was a day when you were watching Steve Young or Randall Cunningham, and that felt like a bonus touchdown. But that's not today. It feels like every quarterback's got to be able to score, be a dual threat on the ground. It's part of an offense every single team relies upon.
That one splits the uprights. And the Eagles make it an 11-point ball game. Well, don't look up at the clock, everybody. That is certainly not their friend as they get set to try an onside kick. And the Giants' hands team secures the football. And he has it to the 42 before they make the stop. Well, kind of feels like we're starting to get to that point, Brock.
And what point is that, Kate?
You know, the bold point of the game where you have to try something bold could end up becoming a play that finally sinks him, though.
Yeah, it's time for desperation. Without a defensive stop here, it's really hard to lay out the scenarios for much success. Every second matters now when you don't come up with that onside kick.
They'll head up 1st and 10 from the 42. Here's the handoff. And he's only able to power this forward for about 3 yards.
Got to be rush hour, Kate, because there's a whole lot of traffic up the middle right there. He ran right into some gridlock, and he could only manage a few yards at most.
Back-to-back carries here. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. And that play goes for 8 yards, and it keeps this drive moving. So we're down to the 2-minute warning here from New York. Giants nearing their second win in the campaign. They've got first down from the 31. Another carry for him. And he pushed deep into enemy territory with that, down inside the 25. 2nd and 3 now. Back to the well again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Blown back in the backfield, and they give it to him. And he'll go down here at the 16. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Still on the move, coming to the line for 1st and 10. Simple dive up the middle. And they try to power it forward, but only a couple of yards there. Now after the run, we see some trainers headed out for an injured player who was shaken up. Eight yards to go. Let's see how they approach this second down. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And in a rarity today, he's stopped at the line of scrimmage. The defense takes its 3rd and final timeout. It's 3rd and 8, need to get a chunk here. Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And he got it real close, but stopped just about a yard or so shy of that first down.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Offense staying out there. It's 4th and 1. Need a conversion. They're throwing for it. Rolling left by, and he carries it in for the touchdown. The Giants have likely locked up the win right there. So an exclamation point there. That caps off what, and I think you'd agree, Brock, has been a dominating performance.
Yeah, I would. Really in all phases, too. You know, I thought coming in that this would be a much closer game than how it's turned out to be. And you got to give credit where it's due. This offense has been outstanding throughout.
That one right down the middle. And the Giants push their lead to 18. Here's Wishnowski now to handle the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. And this a final opportunity to make things a little closer in that final score. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. Throwing from the gun. Fits it through the middle. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a first down. He's got the hook up to Cooper. And they make the tackle at the 38. Working fast as the clock ticks towards 0. 1st and 10. Here's Hurts. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up 2nd down. All right, this is going to be the final play of the game. One final shot here. Need this to force overtime. pass falls incomplete. Well, they kept trying, they kept taking shots to the very end, but now we have reached that end. This one's over. So the Giants come away with the win. And they draw first blood against a division rival. They'll go on the road later this year with a chance at completing that season sweep. So for my partner Brock Huard and our entire crew, I'm Kate Scott saying this has been the NFL on EA Sports. It's a well-earned win for the Giants as we say so long from New York.